I want to ride my I want to ride my
And we're live. Yeah, woo! Alright, the show's over. Bye, guys. No. Welcome to Friday Fallout, everybody. As you see, I have two lovely co-hosts, Mr. Modern Day Recluse, a.k.a. Glenn Hefner. And then we also have Cody Quirtles, Quirtles Cody. You can catch him on his OnlyFans, Squirtles. Anyways, what's up, guys?
Oh. What is up?
It's another long week.
Yeah.
What a great way to end it.
Well, I think you're the only one working in this group right now, huh? Cody, you're not working right now, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Glenn. Glenn, give us some money, dude. I want some money, man. Can you give me some money?
If only. If only.
So we'll go ahead and shout out our massive chat right now. What's up, RB Mark II? Glad to see you here. He also put an X1 in, so we got to remember that when we do a giveaway later, because he might fall asleep. It's usually late to these shows because it's late time over there, or a different time over there he's working. We also got Mr. Shane Beekman, beautiful, beautiful Beekman. What's up, man? Good to see you here. And other than that, you know what? Oh, Jangles. Jangles just came in last second. That's what she said. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. You can hear the excitement in Cody's voice. Watch. Do it again, Cody.
What?
See, that's what I'm talking about right there, guys.
Yeah. It's me. I'm here. I'm kind of alive.
Only a little bit.
Here yet.
But yeah. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get into our buffets. And then we'll just waste the rest of these people's time until we do the giveaway. Glenn, what you rocking this week, bro?
And this week I've got Tobacco Monster Bold in my topside duel with the Freestones Loaded Asgard Mini. And some VCT from Right Babes in the SX Mini class.
How you liking that VCT? I hear it's either like, some people love it or some people hate it. Like there's no in between.
It's a good solid tobacco flavor, but I feel like it's missing something.
I mean, it's pretty. It's pretty expensive to be missing something.
Yeah, what is it, like $40 a 60 mil or something, right?
$20.
$20 a 60 mil? Oof.
Oh.
I mean, that's not bad, but
I don't
still.
know. I thought I remember it being like almost 30, like pushing.
Well, I'm
100
sure
prices.
the pandemic has pushed some prices down.
Possibly.
Yeah. And shout out David Moyle in the chat. But yeah, so what do you? So like, obviously it's a VCT, it's a tobacco, but what would you add to it?
I'd probably put a little bit of coffee flavor just to lift the vanilla custard and almond notes. And I think that maybe a little bit more sweetener should liven it up just perfectly.
So has it got any sweet to it at all, or is it just like straight tobacco, like you're like choking on a cigar leaf?
Oh no, it's got some sweetness from the custard in it, but I don't think it's quite enough to really make everything stand out. But other than that, man, it's pretty solid.
Nice. What else you got? Is that it?
That's it for me, dog.
Yeah. And you got that new device though, didn't you?
Yeah, it's not that great. Draws a little tight. I'm waiting for like the next day or two for this coil to burn out.
Are you just gonna stop using it after?
No, I've got some more, and I want to test a couple different things in it.
Yeah.
Just to see what lasts the longest. But from what I understand so far, the pods for this are just garbage, like smock level.
Well, that's a risky take doing something like new with the pods and stuff. Like, I'll go ahead and go now because I have something to add too, like what you're saying. So I've had this Narada now for 3 weeks, And I get maybe it's like me being spoiled by using like, you know, my topside all the time with the airflow on it. But man, I cannot get any flavor from any juice out of this. And I get like, you know, it's probably because I'm not using salt nicks. I don't know if I want to use salt nicks, you know. I've tried salt nicks before.
Be.
That's what I'm thinking because like it's concentrated nicotine, not concentrated flavor, you know, in salt
Yeah,
nick
that's
juice.
just.
So why would it taste better? And like the thing is, like I'm using like 6 milligram stuff in it, you know, so it's higher than my normal. I usually do
I was
too.
like, I feel like the salts would taste worse.
I know I'm not a fan of salts, man. They always make me sick. It's too much. And that's coming from someone that was smoking like a pack of Newports every 2 days, and then I just started with 2 milligram, 3 milligram Nick. I never went higher, never went lower. I just stayed there. But yeah.
I bet that you might be able to get better flavor out of it if you were to get one of the rebuildable decks.
That's what I heard with the MTLs and stuff. So I know Adam's got like MTL stuff and all that, so I might be able to fuck with that. But as far as it goes, though, the only time I get flavor out of it is if I put an ice juice in it or something with a menthol, and I get a little bit of the menthol bite, but it's not that great. But otherwise, yeah, I've been using this. I got the Anarchist Pink in there with the ice. Can't taste it. And then Topside Dual with the goat. And then this week I'm actually mixed it up, and I got mango iced in there. Because, you know, summertime, it's hot, so might as well get some ice flavor going. It's pretty good. I really like the original better, but it's still not bad. And then as far as devices and shit go, I think that's all I'm rocking. Cody, what do you got this week that's not new?
So, I was like, that's not new. Nothing. No. Yeah, same shit. Dual topside. I mean, I got blue iced in there. Wish it had more menthol, whatever, but is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I got the Yaya pod,
Banana
banana
bread, man.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's more of a dessert flavor kind of, and that's not really my thing, but it's pretty good.
It's good for a little in your pocket
Yeah.
banger. Or like I like to use because like the Yaya pods because that's what that is. They're made by TVL, and like I always said before, I like to use them when I have like people over the pool or something. But also they come in super handy. I don't know about anyone else out there. Do you like the poop and voop? Like you voop, you know, you vape and shit. Like those are perfect for leaving on the bathroom counter, man. I leave it right there instead of carrying my whole device in there, you know, because I'm already like scrolling my phone with one hand, got my balls in my other hand, and then I got the little pod right here on the counter. I'm just like, pick it up, hit it, and then you know keep going. But yeah. I wish that they'd make those juices for those pods though, in like full size, fucking juices, because that banana bread fucking slaps, man.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I like.
Like, I also got the mystery ice one and the strawberry banana. Haven't tried strawberry yet, but I went through the mystery one. That one's actually pretty good. It's kind of like I'd say it's like a bubblegum-ish flavor, but not really like just bubblegum.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if there's any left in that thing.
It's funny because I don't know if you fuck with the pods at all, Glenn, like those little disposables. But like Cody's like, oh, let me check that. I find myself all the time, like I'll be sitting there and I'll be like cleaning my room or something, or I find something that like a pod that I left and I don't know how old it is. I just grab it real quick, try to take a hit. Oh no, it's bad. Oh no, it's good. But you gotta be careful around here. I didn't piss him off, but I really grossed out Adam because I found a pod under my couch because in my little office room I have that futon, and so I was cleaning the other day. And I found a pot under there, and I was like, oh, it's a good one. It's tangerine ice, and I like the ice on there. And fucking, I hit it, you know, I was like, oh, it's still good. So I used it for the show, and like, of course, I got dog shit. So of course, I made sure there's no dog hair on it, but you know, it was still good little. It still had some flavor in it, you know.
Oh yeah, man.
Shout out to Shane Beekman. He said he's vooping right now. He's taking a shit while he's vaping and watching us right now. Shout out to Shane. X1 if he should shake twice. No, I'm kidding. But yeah.
That boy ain't right.
Dude, I've been watching King of the Hill again on Hulu. Been going back over it. Man, it's such a good show. So wholesome.
You know, speaking of Hulu, I'm really enjoying Dave. It's just like such a an interesting perspective into celebrity life.
I like the way they do it too. How far have you got through the series?
I got to like episode 8 so far, and I've been kind of slacking the last couple of weeks. About to catch up here soon.
It's pretty good when you get through it. I won't ruin anything for you, but I'll just say this: the people that are in the show are the people that are actually who they are in his real life. So like not like the producers and stuff like that he meets, but this crew or whatever. Those are his actual friends in real life, and they actually played those parts for him. And they're like not played those parts, but were those people in his real life. So it's kind of cool, bringing his homies up on that. It's a good show. And Shane Beekman says, I can clean the house. Yeah, I can clean the house. It's usually after I have people over and it's gross for 2 days. But let's go ahead and see what in the chat, see what everyone's vaping on, if anyone threw anything. I didn't tell you guys throwing your stuff, but if you haven't, go ahead and throw it in now. We need you guys.
Shane's got the mix with a K-Fun Light, Odin Mini, or Mini Odin plus K-Fun Light, Centaurus with an Ether. Wow. A lot of shit, man. That's...
Sorry, I keep coughing, guys. I keep over squonking, and I don't really mind because the juice tastes good, but with the ice on it kind of fucks me up. Anthony Ramel in the chat says threatening to get a booty thumbnail. No, you got a booty Instagram post, and I actually put sound and a little bit of effort into it, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys noticed too that I put pancakes because I don't have an ass. It's all Hank Hill butt. Yeah.
That's far better than what we were expecting.
I was gonna do try to do the Copper Tone remake or something, because I got dogs and stuff. But I was like, I feel weird having my dog's mouth near my butt.
It's asking for trouble.
And then how do you how do you get your dog to bite your shorts? You know what I mean? Like, you put a hot dog or something in there. You put some treats in there, and then now you're the weirdo that's put food in your pants.
What the fuck? Have I been muted this whole time?
Oh, I guess so.
No, this whole time? No, you guys can hear me earlier, right?
Way earlier. I haven't heard you for the last
What the fuck? When did I? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I muted myself. Well, all right.
And the worst part is you're so mystic and stoic that if you were talking, we couldn't even tell.
Yeah, because I was because you were talking about Dave, and I was
yeah, I didn't hear any of that.
Putting in my 2 cents, and I was like, man, he's just gonna blow over my comment like that.
Game removed.
Yeah, never mind, my bad.
It's all good. You tell us what you want about what you think about Dave, and then I'll see what we got in the chat. Got some
well, it was just about because you were talking about his friends and stuff, and I was like, because his best friend in the show is Taco, which is he's part of Odd Future or whatever, and then there's also like Justin Bieber made a cameo, freaking, which, I mean, yeah, he made one song with Justin Bieber.
Yeah, they had that one song where it was it was cool when celebrities came together to save stuff before it was COVID and then really annoying.
No, they made like on Justin Bieber's newest album, they made one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good song.
I forgot you'd be fucking with the Biebs.
I mean, not really, but I saw Lil Dicky was featured on it, so I listened to it.
Yeah.
There are no Backstreet Boys.
Okay.
Backstreet's back, all right. Oh.
And I don't think anyone would make that comparison.
Because it would be hearsay to compare Backstreet Boys. No, I'm kidding.
Who?
What? I say it'd be hearsay, heresy.
Oh.
Yeah. That was my big
Gotcha.
word for the night, hearsay. Now I can't even say it right. Excuse me for the burp. And then in the chat we got RB Mark II with his Juggernaut, View 2, Aegis X, pomegranate, blueberry. I keep hearing these pomegranate flavors, and I don't know. Pomegranates are decent in real life, but I don't know if I'd vape one. Hopefully it's good. Cricket V2 from Jangles with a MD, MTL, RTA, and Pink Punch Lemonade. Anthony Romello with an iJoy Zenith and a Falcon King with some Homeboy Mango. Hell yeah, Mango Gang. And then Jangles Overpowered Voluna RTA, Cafe con Leche. Leche? I look like I could speak Spanish, but I don't. And then...
That one fogging out with the Batman juice, the Cafe con Leche.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean? I need more shed time?
Shed time smoking. Hit reefers. Injecting marijuanas. That's what shed time is. Cody don't smoke, guys. I know Shane doesn't know any better. He's probably stoned right now. He got his medical card in Australia, which is basically the golden ticket in marijuana in Australia.
A golden ticket.
Basically, man, because like it's so like they're so backwards still there with like anti marijuana laws and stuff like that. But for somebody like Shane, like I'm not gonna put his information on blast, but he's gone through some pretty traumatic physical stuff, and so if anyone could use it, it'd be him. So he finally got it. So the best part is I know that Shane's watching us. I don't know if he's still pooping, but he's timed out watching us talk about poop in a whole different country on the other side of the world.
Does he have glaucoma?
No, but you can catch these hands. I don't think he has glaucoma. No, but it's like his back and
I don't
stuff.
know.
Yeah. No, but Shane's an awesome dude. He's been around forever.
Oh yeah, dude. I couldn't imagine living in a country with an oppressive ass government like Australia, and be able to have that kind of liberty to smoke joints.
That's the thing too. Is like I know I doubt like Shane's out walking in the streets and stuff, but like I'll go ahead and admit it. Before weed was legal here in Vegas, of course, I was walking around without like a medical license. But like when it became recreational legal here, and I could walk around. I mean, obviously you're not supposed to smoke it in public or nothing, but the fact that I can walk around and just fucking have joints in my pocket or a fucking pen and all that shit, you feel super cool. And so I can only imagine how Shane feels in a country where it's like super oppressive on marijuana out there to be able to indulge it legally. It's like feeling like Superman.
It's amazing that a country as beautiful as Australia could have a government that sucks so bad at everything.
It sucks though. I mean, it's everywhere. I mean, we got a shitty government. I mean, everywhere's got pretty shitty governments. It's crazy to me, and I never thought I'd see this. And it's not just on the UK, on the vape side of it, but the UK seems like they've actually got a lot of stuff figured out that we don't.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like they're, despite all the naysayers, having far fewer issues getting their laws and regulations under control.
Well, another thing too, it helps out a lot is like I don't know, I can't say like I can speak on it from experience or from education, but I do know that then there are politics out there in the UK. They don't do like a whole year's worth of lobbying like we do here with our politicians, and they don't do that where like you donate money to campaigns and PACs and all this shit. They have like a 2-week period, as far as my knowledge goes, where it's like, all right, we're campaigning. Okay, this is our platform we're doing. Go vote, and that's it. And it's like, so I mean that right there makes it a lot easier to keep people from trying to influence stuff with a special interest of people who's in their pockets. So that's especially why vaping is doing so well out there, because also it's a socialized health medicine, which means that the easier it is for people to live and survive, the cheaper it is for the government to provide that health for you. So
Heck yeah, man. If only the U.S. government could figure that shit out. Seems like it's been, several decades of just legalization hearings and whatnot.
well, we'll see. I do know that if the ticket goes after this, we'll get off politics, because politics is always just depressing. But if it goes away, if it goes on the blue side for this presidential election, I know Kamala Harris is very pro decriminalizing at the federal level of marijuana, and then legalizing it as well. Would it happen anytime soon on the federal level? I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a politician, or I'm not nobody with to know this stuff. I doubt it happened that fast in one presidency, but I do know that there are people out there that are worth it, that are trying to do it. So on the federal level, which would be nice, because I don't want to go get in that airport like I did 2 years ago to go to Colorado and forget I had fucking 3 joints in my backpack and then go through airport security like that.
Man, what a day it would be if you didn't eat edibles just to get on a plane.
Dude, that's the worst part too, is I had a bunch of edibles. I ate a bunch of edibles to, get on the, not a bunch, but I ate enough. It's only like an hour flight from here to Colorado. So I was like, all right, cool. So I hop on the plane, and then fucking go through security and all that shit. And I was like, all right, I took the edibles, starting to feel it, because I got there 2 hours early. And I go through the thing, and they call me off to the side, and I was like, fuck, dude, they're gonna stick their fingers in my butthole and all this shit, But no, it wasn't that bad. It was funny. The guy was like, look, I see that you had these in your backpack. It didn't look like you were trying to hide them, so maybe you forgot all about them. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to, smuggle drugs or nothing. He's like, yeah, it's no worries. It's no big deal. He's like, honestly, if just I saw them, I'd let you take them because I know it's legal in Colorado. But my boss is here, too, so I just got to let you know I'm going to throw them away. I'm like, all right. And that's all I did.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It was an interesting conversation going on here in the chat about...
ketamine, yeah.
Ketamine. Yeah, ketamine. Jangles, are you a horse? Ketamine's for horses, bro.
Obviously, this is going in a way that we didn't plan for, but I do know that, and I don't have any links to back it up. They're starting to use ketamine for treatment of depression and anxiety and stuff like that.
Dude, yeah, they got billboards. Like,
Yeah.
when I was driving back from Utah like 3 weeks ago, we're driving through like St. George, and there's just a big ass billboard that's like, "Are you depressed? Try new fucking try new treatment for it, ketamine." And we're like, "Wait, fucking ketamine? Wait, hold on." I was like, "Hold on a fucking second."
A whole bunch of ravers are gonna start having depression here soon.
Jesus Christ. I mean, daddy issues don't come cheap.
Daddy issues, wow. We were talking about ketamine, not EDC as a whole. No. But yeah, so they're saying that it can rewire your brain and shit like that, help your synapses. And of course, none of us are scientists, so take this with a grain of salt and do a little bit more research if you believe any of this. But it's stuff that I've read before, and they're saying that it does that. And they've been trying to do it with psychedelics for a long time, with psilocybin that's in like shrooms and stuff like that. But that's something that's hard to reproduce. They can't, you can't synthetically make it as easy as it is to grow it. And then they're not trying to have a bunch of cattle farms. But yeah, ketamine's been coming around for a while. Gemify Vapor in the chat says they try to get him on that because he has depression and anxiety. And so obviously, you gotta do what's right for you and stuff like that. But I do know that there's been a lot of stuff coming out saying it's good. And I know that Glenn's a veteran, I'm a veteran. They're actually in the VA trying to push some of that through because like it's actually easier to push through ketamine for treatment for veterans than it is marijuana. So
yeah, I think there's another one that's supposed to be in the works right now of MDMA or like regulated MDMA therapy.
Yeah. Well, it's the thing is like I know it's like it sounds intense. Like you're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go pop some quad stacks and go fucking dance all night. It's definitely more of a precise dosage to where it's not like it's not gonna be anything crazy like that, but it's gonna be like precise or like it does just certain fires on certain synapses. It doesn't give you the whole body high and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, it's interesting to see like while all the stuff coming out, which is kind of funny and brings me back to it. It's like you guys remember seeing the things from like way back in the old days, like when you were in school, you're doing history stuff. Back when you used to be able to buy cocaine at what was the equivalent of a 1920 CVS on the counter, liquid cocaine. They used to sell it like in the stores and shit like that. That's why that's why it was so prevalent in Coca-Cola and stuff like that.
Yeah, I was looking at Coke.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, they used to say you could take cocaine, liquid drops, and then get rid of your flus and your colds and all this stuff. I don't know if it actually helped. You were probably just high out of your fucking mind, but.
Man, dude, that'd be so dope to be a doctor back in the day. Like, man, I got a headache. I got something for that. Try some of this shit. And you're just like, my headache's gone, but man, I can't fucking sleep.
Oh yeah, dude. Back in the day, it was crazy because you could walk into an apothecary and get just about anything from like opium dissolved in alcohol. What do they call that? Laudanum, cocaine, you name it.
All that shit was in there. Jeremiah Vapor in the chat says, he says, wow, I would have thought MJ would be better for PTSD because his cousin feels normal when he just takes 3 or 4 hits. Yeah, man. It's a lot better. Like, I haven't been diagnosed with PTSD. I also haven't gone to the doctor for it. But I do have really bad anxiety and stress disorders. And I do, get really socially awkward a lot of times to where I don't like to deal with people. So I use marijuana to keep me calm. It's a lot better. I've tried pills and stuff before. That stuff's terrible. Prescription pills.
That's why he hangs out with me, because I just don't talk. Like, most of the time, that fool doesn't even know I'm there.
That's very fair. It's like when he's got his mute on in the chat.
So
Exactly.
how did the microdosing work for you?
So, with microdosing, the shrooms, it actually helped out a lot with mood elements and enhancements. Last year, I was kind of trying it pretty seriously to where I had it all planned out, and I did like a 6-week program thing. Not a program, I'm just saying those words to make it easier, but like it's just what I slapped together. Some shit I read on the internet. And so, obviously, I'm not telling anyone to do anything illegal, but microdosing, when you do it at such a small amount, it's just enough to where it gives you like the serotonin level releases in your brain and stuff like that, to where it's not overwhelming and you get like body high or start tripping out and stuff like that. And so you would try it, you'd microdose, say like if you're on a 7-day week, you do it on a Monday, and then you'd wait again until Friday to do it again. And then what you're doing is you're building up a substance of it in your body, so where it's not really a tolerance, but it's more or less like CBD when you have to ingest more CBD for it to work and actually have it in your system prevalent. It's kind of like what it did with psilocybin. So instead of like if you microdose, you don't get high and trip out. It's kind of like taking an Advil for like your moods, and like it makes you think better, makes you feel better, and then like you don't have like negative thoughts. I guess like I said, I'm no gynecologist. Don't take my like doctoral words on this, but it made you feel better all the way around, and it wasn't like a high, if that makes sense. It's like a mood elevator. It's like taking a volume without it being a volume.
Ain't nothing like that first Valium.
I remember when I was it was like right after high school, and I was messing around with a buddy, and this is back when I was hanging out in Pahrump still. I'd go out to Pahrump on the weekends, and it was all white trash trailer park kids, so we'd go out there, and we were drinking. He's like, dude, try this pill, it's a Valium. I was like, man, I heard Eminem rap about these. I was like, all right. Oh my god, dude, no, never again. I mean, like, now it sounds like I'm advocating for trying it. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever done, but it was definitely not the best thing I've ever done. I'll say that.
That seems pretty fair. It's one of those things where like your body has to be like in need of that for it to work right.
Yeah.
Like shit. Definitely helped me sleep whenever the army said, "Hey, guess what? You got to get your teeth cut out."
Yeah. In the chat, Drip Vibe says stimulates your mood, and Shane Beekman says balance you out so you can function. Yeah, man. And a lot of people don't realize, we're not a mental health show or nothing like that. We're not nothing like that, so I'm not going to give any advice on that stuff. But I will say this: look for natural ways to try and make yourself feel better, because there's a lot of influences on stuff that you don't realize. Do you make you feel better, whether it's the fact that maybe you drink too many sodas during the day, or it's like what you're putting in your body, and how you put it in. Definitely can make a difference.
Drink you some water.
Yeah.
Get you some essential oils.
As Shane would say, stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated. The only thing I want to see in your mouth is that water bottle.
Am I doing it right? No. Giving away the Snapchat. No.
It was a month.
Yeah. So what time is it? About a half hour in. Anything new, guys? I didn't...
Not a damn thing. Same thing, week in, week out. Actually, no. On the work front, things are about to change for the better, and I'm super pumped about that.
Well, you got like a promotion or something coming on, man?
Oh, no, I wish. Just more accounts coming on. So, more places to stop, more hours on the road. More money.
Job security.
Oh,
Too
hell
bright,
yeah.
too bright.
Security.
Yeah. Drip Vibe Vapor says he drinks a 44 ounce of Pepsi, a gallon of water, and a Monster to chill. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I'm more of a Red Bull kind of guy. Unless you got Lemonade Rock Stars, then I'll steal those. But nothing tastes as good as like Red Bulls to me. Like if they can get rid of the caffeine and just like make it taste like that, I would drink them. I like the flavor.
Yep. You know, it'd be really great. The Golden Four Loco Brass Monkey.
So earlier today, I had my buddy Dustin come drop off some juice for a buddy that was helping out. Anyways, he always shows up either with like White Claws and stuff like that, but he showed up with a Mike's Hard Lemonade. Well, he had two of them. One was the grape flavor of Mike's Hard, and the other one was like cherry. So I took the cherry one, and I sat out back in the backyard, we're just bullshitting, Then I drank it. That thing gave me the worst, stomach ache I've ever had in like years. For like an hour, I was sitting here before the show. I was like, ugh, I'm fucking dying. It hurt so bad. Them sugary drinks, man. But the reason why I brought it up is because it reminds me of like a Four Loko when you drink them on an empty stomach. And then like, all that sugar and everything hits you all at once. And next thing you know, you feel like a fucking Twizzler that got ran over by a semi-truck.
Like a bunch of college girls meeting Britney Spears for the first time.
Yeah. Or like that picture of like all those guys standing behind that little girl on the couch. I need to get that meme popped up, But, yeah,
Oh man,
I need to get that meme going.
it strikes. That's what
Shane Beekman in the chat says he's got a Red Bull Liquid, and I think that's the same one that he was talking about from Legion. And they keep saying it's super bomb, and I'm just curious though. Like, I wonder if like an energy drink vape would be good.
You know, I have my reservations about it. Like, it's hard enough getting like soda flavors. Although I hear there's a few really good ones that have popped up lately.
I did try one really good soda flavor a while back. I think it was even before Cody was working with us when I was still at Local Vape. They used to make juice called it's a Fantasy line, and so it was clearly a Fanta ripoff of the logo. It was called
I've had that
Fantasy.
before.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. They made soda
Pretty good.
flavors, and they were so good. Like, it was when I first started vaping, and I tried like I was usually do like Vape Tasia lemonade. You know, I'm a lemonade guy. You know, and I was like, it was decent, but it wasn't my favorite. But then we had these samples come in, and like we didn't want to fuck with them. You know, it's clear like IP theft and stuff. So obviously, but anyways, I was like, you know, I'll take it. You know, and they had this orange soda. Oh my god, dude, I want that orange soda to put a baby inside of me. It was so fucking good. It had like the perfect amount of like the effervescent with the sizzle. Like kind of tastes like it was carbonated. You know, when you hit it
With the sizzle.
with the sizzle, my nizzle.
Yeah, that shit was pretty good. Cause I remember we pulled out like an old box of shit that we had, and like there was just some in there, or it was like someone, I don't know where it came from. Alex probably had it stored away or something. I don't know, but anyway, yeah, they pulled out a box of shit, and they were like, yeah, take whatever. I think it was from Erica's office actually.
Yeah.
She just had a bunch of shit that people send her, and she was like, I don't want any of it, so she just gave it to whoever.
Yeah.
And like, I think there was a couple of those. I took one of them, and then there was some other shit, but it was good. Yeah. I really like that flavor too.
They had the cool little bottles too. They were still drippers, but they had little metal bottles, and it was like a metal bottle with a dripper on top, and then like they had the plastic wrap logos or whatever. But it was clear rip off of the Fanta soda. I mean, it was clear IP
100%.
theft. But man, it was so good, and I don't know what happened to that juice. And I didn't know if they're American juice, and I'll be honest, I haven't really looked them up, but it was still one of my favorites. And the chat Drip Vibe Vapor says Kel's Mountain Dew strawberry is really good. It hasn't got his hands on it yet. And I keep hearing about like Mountain Dew flavors. I think on like Omi's and Green Room, like Frames and them talk about it. Like
Frames is really big on that strawberry unicorn dew that Kelly Kell makes.
yeah,
Dude, I drove all the way out to Ashland, Kentucky, like a little over a month ago to try to get some. And
really.
oh, dude, yeah. And the shop that I went to, it was fresh out. And I was like, ah!
You didn't call first?
I called first. They said they had some.
Oh, by the time you got there, they were gone.
I mean, it's only like an hour and a half from where I live. So, I mean, shit, bro. You'd think it wouldn't sell out that fast.
Speaking of old juices that you can't find anymore and stuff like that, not that that one's old, but what's a juice that you had before, each of you guys? What's one that you've had that you can't find ever again? If you guys have one.
Ooh. Squirt from Gentleman's Brew. It was a Baja Blast flavor that was like
Ooh,
spot on. And
that sounds pretty bomb.
I'm not sure if that company still exists or not, but you know, if they're out there, you know, hit me up. Want some of that shit?
If you're listening.
Yeah, sponsor the show. Sponsor Glenn. That'll be Glenn's sponsor for the show.
So I before Local Vape, I used to work at well, it's not a company anymore, but it was called Envy.
Yeah.
They made shitty pods and a couple OK mods, nothing great.
I'm sure people know the Loch Ness and stuff.
Maybe. I really liked the Loch Ness just because like the hand feel.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like a great mod, like it would drain your batteries faster than it should, but it still worked good.
Its grip was amazing.
Yeah, it felt good. It was like that smooth, soft, like rubberized feel, but it was like the whole thing was that, and it like fit your hand like perfect. So, but it was like, anyway, one of the company's like owners, there's like 5 of them, but one of them, his name is Brandon. He would make juices. I think he made, it was like Raven Moon or something, or Moon something. He made juice before then, but then he was still selling it while he worked there, so we would ship it out and stuff. But like, he made one called Cocoa Mint Drip, so it was like a minty chocolate flavor. And like, it sounds like that would be so nasty,
But it was
but
bomb.
it was so good. Like that was my first juice that I was like, oh dude, this shit's bomb, and I like kept going back to it because it was like everyone compared it to like Andes mint or whatever. Like
Oh,
the
those
mint
little
you get-
the green mints are the
yeah, like
yeah.
the mint you get at the like whenever you go to Olive Garden or whatever. Like at the end, they give you like a little mint, and it was like spot on. Like it tasted like you just took a bite out of that shit.
It's hard
But
to
you
find
just took a
flavors like
hit.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, that shit was dope.
That sounds bomb. Mine will be the fantasy. I'm not even gonna like go on it again. I already gave like a 10-minute spiel, but like that orange soda one was super good. I wish I could see it again. In the chat, we do have some people talking about some stuff that they like. Anthony Mello, Funkmaster Flakes. It came in glass bottles in a cereal box. Back when like you could actually do fun stuff with boxes. Yeah, if you work in the industry and you worked at a wholesale distributor, you hated those companies because you know how hard it is to fit a box product in a fucking
Yeah.
box when you got to ship 400 of them. When
Yeah, it was
yeah.
like Milkman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a very small, like subtle thing where the top of it just looks like an old milk carton. But that would like fuck some shit up sometimes, and you can't like fold it or like stack shit on top because
Yeah.
it'll just like bend it, and then like people get pissed.
It looks like old milk cartons, but like you got someone that wants to buy like Cody worked with me at Local Vape. I'd help out in the warehouse, and he'd be down there fucking busting his ass. And then next thing you know, it's like, oh, this guy ordered like 5,000 bottles of juice, and it's all these fucking weird ass shaped fucking containers and stuff. And the other ones that were bad was the Army Man ones. You remember those? And they came in the
Oh,
big plastic
fuck, dude.
tubes. So
Yeah.
I haven't tried their juice, so I can't say that. But as far as like my experience with them is like being good company, they're not. So, but
I think I tried Army Man. It wasn't.
It was
a
all right.
One-hit wonder.
yeah, one hit
But
wonder.
Army Man was one of the flavors. It was like a
As the key lime custard.
lime, yeah, key lime pie or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
that one wasn't terrible, but it wasn't like my thing.
yeah,
But they also had like Magic Man and fucking
yeah. I'll grab
Fruit
something so you
Punch
see what I'm
and
talking
all
about.
that shit. But anyway, yeah, what he was talking about, they kind of almost came in like, it was like a little bit smaller, but it was like the same size as like a,
It was like this.
yeah, is that like it was like they put 120 ml bottle in one of those with just like a sticker or something, and it was like, you're like, what the fuck?
So,
what am I supposed to do
yeah,
with this? Like,
Normal
you
people
could
that
only-
make juice without
we would,
boxes,
like,
you could fit 1,000 of these in out like a box.
Yeah, we would struggle to put like 9 of them or 10 of them or something in like a large flat rate, and it was like, which usually with like a normal sized 100 ml box, you can fit, I think, 64 into a large flat rate.
Yeah.
So it's like, but also if you can do other. That's only if you're doing USPS. If you're doing UPS, then it's like a whole different thing. But still,
Yeah.
it was a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's cool to see it on the consumer end, you know, like the effort that companies put into like designs and boxes and stuff like that.
That would not make me. I would
I
not
wouldn't
be like,
buy it
oh, well,
more,
that's a
but-
cool tube. I'm gonna buy that. No, I don't give a fuck. Like, you open it up and it tastes like shit. Like, what? No, that's not how that works.
From my perspective, it's cool if you're just getting into it because when I first started getting into vaping, I'd buy all the rainbow heat treated shit I could because I thought it was cool, you know, thinking it was cool. So if you're getting into it, yeah. But from the other side, that shit sucked. But like some boxes aren't that bad. I do remember when I first started working in the industry and I'd help out in the warehouse. I can't remember what company it was. I don't think it was Steve's Cake, but there was this other company that was like a cheesecake company or whatever. It's a juice flavor, so it was the 60 ml bottles, the drippers or whatever. But they had a box that was shaped like a piece of cake. So the bottle was like, I don't have a dripper here, you know, because it's not fucking 2013.
Oh wait, are you talking about the ice cream cone shaped?
Yeah,
one?
the ice cream cone ones.
Okay. Yeah, it was shaped like an upside down ice cream cone, so it was just literally like a.
It was just an ice cream cone. And so you know those waffle
Yeah.
cones? It was like
So
shaped
it
like
was
that.
like-
The bottle's like this big, but the packaging was like comparatively. So like just for like a reference, the bottle's
Like,
this big.
the packaging, it wasn't that much bigger, but,
But
like
it's shaped
because
like
it was
a
like in
triangle.
there snug, but it was just it was a octagon on the bottom, and it went to a point because it was like a thing, and it was like
It's terrible.
yeah, you could stack them so like it would be like base to tip, and you could kind of like do it back and forth, but it was still like such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
There
What
was
brand was that?
bottles here. I can't remember who the hell makes them, but they're like supposed to be like donut flavors, and the bottle is shaped like a donut with a bite out of it.
Ugh. Fuck that. That's too much.
That sounds awful.
I remember, Cody, I don't remember if you saw him, but were you there when we got the bottles of the juice and the bottles? So you remember those old body sprays, and they look like the dude? It was like a shape like a man or whatever, you know? Or whatever, is like a silhouette of like a chest. Like, I don't know if it's bod, but there was like a company that did cologne, and it was like, anyways, it was shaped like a man, like a torso of a mannequin, right? Anyways, at this one point, people would send samples all the time, you know, trying to get their juice to be picked up. So they sent in this juice. It was called like stripper sweat or something like that, or like it was called like there was like one's called like stripper sweat, and one was called like pussy drips or some shit like that. But the bottles, they were shaped like so say it's like a female mannequin with fucking big ass fucking tits and pointy ass boobs with like nipples on the bottle, and it was like this big of a bottle, and so it's just like the chest torso up of titties on a glass bottle, and they expected people to buy it because it was called, like, you know, because they're like, oh, it's sexy. A bod, that's what it was. Anthony Miller got it, and that's the old body spray.
I'd try it.
It was terrible. I tried because so like they're like, you know, we're cleaning out the office one day, and it's like throwing it away, and I saw it, and I was like, man, who the fuck marks this? You know, I do social media for stuff, so I know like what's a good product to advertise and what's ones that you probably shouldn't. So I was like, man, I can't believe someone tried to market this. And so I tried the juice. The juice was not good. I mean, it was just, you know, it was about as good as you expect. If you got to put that much flair in your bottle, your juice is probably not that great. I mean, that's my opinion. But yeah. So anyways, it was called like stripper sweat, or like it was like pussy drips, stripper sweat.
That reminds me of like, you ever like Thunder, like the advertisements at the beginning where like on like the black dude in it, and he's like, oh dude, he's like, my new like granola bar, it's a bust a nut bar, and then like the other one thinking it was like I think it was Boulet or something like that. Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like that's what that would be of.
Wow.
Working in the industry, you see some weird shit, man.
Yeah, that sounds certainly strange.
Did I lose my order? No, I didn't.
Now I know you're all too new of vapors to remember this, but there was a juice back in the day that was very limited and not very sought after. It's called Root.
Like ROOT?
Yeah, like Root. Yeah, it was supposed to taste like earth,
dirt,
like dirt, like dirt.
Fuck, would you buy that?
Bro, flavors were super gimmicky back when vaping first rolled on.
I feel like it'd be like plain ass shit. Like it'd be watermelon, and it's like that's it. It would just be like a plain ass watermelon, or it'd be like
it's called Root. It's made out of like tree roots. They just like soak them and then take the juice.
They're just like mortar and pestling like some ginger down and fucking making some shit of that.
They got really good on Skyrim, so they thought they could make a juice.
Like, oh, try our new top of the line flavor, oak bark.
To be fair, that sounds like a ripe vapes flavor.
Kinda, actually, yeah, yeah, okay, you got me there.
Y'all had me curious, and I went and looked up that one that Local Vape has, that Private Reserve VCT, and that sounds like a more affordable knockoff of the Five Ponds. Oh shit! I'm trying to remember what the hell that flavor was. Need some Google food.
I packed this joint too tight, which means I'm gonna have to.
That's a long reserve.
I haven't tried any of those. I was never a fan of like anything with reserves or tobacco flavors. I'm not a big thing, but I've heard about it, and I've heard, the people that are all about that, they're like, oh yeah, it's so good. But some of those are like expensive as shit too.
Yeah, Castle Long I can see being decent with the oak aging, considering that there's like no tobacco in it, and that would lend it a richer flavor. But a tobacco flavor with oakiness would be just a wee bit on the overwhelming side.
Yeah. Pine tar flavor sticks with you, Anthony Ormella says. Anthony Ormella also said, why is there not a booty juice flavor, Erline? There actually was. I can't remember what it was called, but it was called booty juice. I can't remember. It was like something like as simple like that. And so like they marketed it though, and like I'll be honest, like I only saw a little bit of it. We never advertised it or carried it or anything like that when I was working. But they kind of use like racial stereotypes to like push it, like big booty bitches kind of stuff, you know. And it was terrible. It was terrible.
It sounds absolutely gaudy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of companies that do that. I mean, for the longest time too, there's so many people out there trying to copy, like rip off like Gucci logos and stuff like that. And like, I don't know, me personally, I'm just not a big fan of that kind of stuff. I think it's cheap to like wear like a name brand fake logo. You know what I mean? A fake name brand logo. I don't know.
For sure.
But I'm gonna turn this around so this isn't on the YouTubes while I hit the bonk. You guys can stare at my yes man.
Hell yeah.
What's up, guys?
Oh, jeez.
It's something else.
You know what? Fuck it. Oh no.
What's he doing?
It's a water pipe.
The world may never know.
Is that a hookah?
I don't know. Is it a Tyga song?
Possibly.
Or is that Young Thug? Whatever. Pass the hookah, pass the hookah. You guys don't know that song? Oh, man. You guys don't know that song?
No.
I know you know that song. You're fucking with me, Cody.
No, I have no clue what you're talking about. Like, I'm dead serious. I don't.
Man, I thought you would have known it. Especially, we used to go to strip club all the time. It's definitely in the background there. So it was a lot of weird smells. So, you know, it's hard to focus on one thing.
I know what you're talking about.
Should we tell the story about the
You mean
stripper?
there was a weird smell.
Should we tell the story about the stripper that almost made you throw up?
I don't know. I thought she did make you throw up.
Oh, it was. Oh, well, yeah. Alright, fine.
It wasn't so much that. It was like the next part where like she comes up next to you. Just if you want to tell the story
Yeah.
about, I don't know.
Alright, I'll tell the story and then we'll do the giveaway after. So, me and Cody, we used to work together at Local Vape, and then we had this buddy that worked there as well. His name's Brad, and he was a very frequent flyer to this strip club at the time called Babes. It's called Minx now. I don't even know if it's a strip club's even open with COVID. I don't know.
I don't
Anyways,
think so.
yeah, it's probably like one of those weird like
Not yet.
Pope boxes or whatever that you gotta throw
I
dollars
don't know.
at.
They got food, so they might be able to get around it somehow.
I do know that there's Little Darlings here in Vegas. They're a national chain in the States. They actually did start doing drive-up strip dances, and then I'll get back to the story. I'll tell you about this. But what they do at
Yeah.
Little Darlings is you can go sit in the parking lot, and they have a Pope Mobile. And if you guys know what a Pope Mobile is, the Pope drives around this car when he visits cities outside the Vatican. And it's a big glass box. It's bulletproof, basically. It's like those things you see people go on game shows and try to collect all the money in a wind tunnel. Anyways, they have strippers here at like Little Darlings in Vegas that will drive to like your house, or that you can get strip club dances in the back of their fucking nasty ass place, which is next to the freeway, where the girls will come out in the back of a truck. They built a glass box, and the girl dances in the truck in the glass box and strips, and then you throw your money in the truck, and it collects inside the bed of the truck, and then they drive away. The girl gets her money, they spray it clean, and another girl gets in the box and then comes
See, but
out.
do they have it set up to where like is she like fully clothed and then just strips down to a bikini, or because I was like, there's
No. So it's like
there's no way she's just like getting naked like in the parking lot.
No, it's only topless. Yeah, it's topless only.
What?
So because it's private property and they block off the back area, and you can't
Oh,
see
so they
nothing.
just like block the.
So it's
okay.
it's like say like you know how bars will have like a private event in the back of the band or whatever. It's kind of like that, but instead of a
Okay.
band, it's some girl with really bad daddy issues. Yeah, and I want to shout out Anthony Ramella says our strippers wearing thongs on their faces during Corona. But
Probably, I mean.
yeah. So before I get too stoned, I mean I already am, but I forget the story. So we all would go back, and after work we'd all hang out at this strip club every once in a while called Babes, and Cody would go with me. We had his coworker Brad.
I only went because it was cheap beer.
Yeah, well, duh. That's the only reason why we would always go is because beers. It was like $1 beer. They had a happy hour. It lasted for like 4 hours.
It just happened so that, you know, sometimes, you know, you'd slip a 20 accidentally to someone and you'd end up with titties in your face.
So yeah, so we're there and we're at the strip club, whatever, you know, and we're pretty drunk. I think this is back when I could still hold down shots of tequila. So we're drinking the beers, and I probably had a couple shots of tequila. So I'm pretty drunk, you know. So, anyways, we're sitting there, and I can't remember if it was Cody or the other coworker I had, Brad. They bought me a dance from this one chick, and like I'll describe, I'm not trying to be like, I'm not judging anybody for lifestyle choices, and I'm not judging this lady, but just so you guys get an idea of what I imagined in my head of what she looked like. She looks like she'd be like the mom from Four Houses Down that's always fighting with her husband, but she's always nice. If that makes sense.
I would say she was probably pushing 40, and
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, I mean, she was nice and stuff.
She was
but
nice,
obviously,
yeah,
that's
but
kind of their job.
She wasn't really like.
for the most part.
If I'm gonna go to a strip club and get a dance, I'll just say this. If I had a preference, that she wouldn't be the one I pick. That's all I'm saying. So, there we go. So
Yeah,
anyway,
I don't think I bought it because I think I would have got you someone else.
yeah, I think it was Brad. I think it was because I said like, oh God, she keeps bugging me, and I don't want to dance from her, and Brad probably thought it was funny. But anyways, so one of them bought the dance, and so I'm already drunk. Like I'm already like a little spinny drunk and stuff like that. I'm hammered. And so, like, it's like, she's like, all right, let's go dance. I was like, all right, after this, you guys, let's leave, blah, blah. And they're like, all right, yeah, whatever. So I go back there to go do the dance, and they take you back to a little upstage or whatever, and they sit you down in the thing. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, like, let's get this over with. Start dancing on me. But
Get it over with.
but I was like, all right, cool, let's get it over. Start dancing on me. And, like, I know that you guys will have to remember this because I think it's just so distinct of, like, American culture. But every person, anyway, we're all, like, white guys here, and I'm not being racist, but it's a very white people thing. You guys remember, like, one of you guys, at least at one point, had either, like, the aunt or an older cousin or, like, your mom that used to have that old, really shitty fucking perfume in those big glass bottles that was, like, this big, and it was and it looked like it was like a pine cone, or not pine cone, but it was, like a pineapple shape, and had all that weird-ass, like, perfume in it from, like, what's her name? Like, God, it's not Donna Karen or it's not DK, but that one like fucking,
I don't know.
But it's like Bette Midler kind of shit,
like
1950s.
2 or 3 sprays and like
you clear out a whole area.
You can smell them from like 15 feet away.
Yeah. So that's what this chick, she smelled like.
It was,
she was
Axe for women.
Yeah, Axe for Karens. But yeah. So yeah, she was basically like covered in this stuff, and I'm already drunk, and I'm a very like I'm very smell sensitive. I can't touch wet dog food. I can't go around it. It makes me want to yak, poop, anything, like it freaks me out. Anyways, like I'm just really smell sensory, So anyways, she started like trying to dance on me, and I'm pretty drunk. And so like she starts like rubbing on me, and so like next thing you know, she's like puts her arm around like on my shoulder, to hold on or do her little dance thing. And all I got was this big fucking whiff of like depressed, sad, lonely lady, like and like I imagine was dusty bottles of perfume, and like the smell was so pungent. Instantly, dude, I was like, Liz Taylor, Jingles got it, Liz Taylor. So anyways, she started dancing on me, and like I was drunk, but she smelled bad, so I had to go. I had to throw up. Luckily enough, the bathroom's like right at the other side of this place. So I just I like lifted her up off me, kind of like threw her off me onto the couch. And she's like, "Where are you going? How are you dancing?" So I was like, "I'm all right." I was like, "Keep the money." And I go in the bathroom and I start throwing up. I'm just puking my brains out. It's real gross. So anyways, I get done puking and I go back and I sit at the bar with Cody and Brad. And I was like, "Man, like they're like, what happened? Do you all right?" Blah blah. I was like, "No, man." And like, of course, I'm drunk, so like, I'm not, and I was just being a piece of shit. And I was like, man, that bitch smelled so fucking bad. Like, I just started throwing up and all this stuff, blah blah blah. And I started talking all this shit. Little did I know that like 2 fucking feet away, she was right next to me, and I'm yelling this because we're in a strip club and I'm drunk. It's all just being loud and
Vandal
obnoxious.
isn't exactly the quietest person. Like, I mean, obviously, like he's pretty like upfront and loud. But also, like, when he's drunk, it's, like, that times 10. And he like, talks fast and stuff, but he'll be, like, yelling. And just be, like... So he was sitting there, he comes back to the bar. At first, he was, like, yeah, dude, like, this chick smells so bad, whatever. And then, like, after, like, 2 minutes goes by, he's just like, God, that bitch fucking stank. Like, he was, like, yelling it. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Like, and then we look back, and she's, like... sitting at the table, like we're at the bar and there's tables like right behind it. She was sitting at like the first table, and he looked back, and like we all looked at her and she looked at us right when he said it, and then she was just like,
yeah. So I'm not
look on her face.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm right
did
here.
Did she come up and talk to you?
Yeah, she's like, I can hear you. I'm right here, but I'm sorry, I'm drunk and I just don't feel good. So yeah, I didn't tell you guys that story as like a ha laugh at this lady in this unfortunate situation that smelled like Axe body spray. But more or less I did some stupid shit when I'm drunk.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I take that story pretty funny. I think it's funny. I mean, I didn't smell her, but also at the same time, I wasn't like getting grinded on by her or anything. So
Yeah. So, Glenn's got you guys doing the X1s. I did make a bumper for this. I'm going to play it every time. Team free shit, hashtag. Of course, I know you guys aren't here for the free shit because you guys are interacting with chat. There are some people that haven't chatted. If you're here just for the free stuff, throw in your X1s. I don't care. But let's talk about what we got. I went by the other day, got some cool stuff. Got you guys an Aegis, Boost, plus Classic Silver. Yeah, I should probably read this before I go on the show. Anyways, kit right here. If you guys have seen Legion Vapes videos, which I'm on the Monday show with him, he's reviewed this and he talks about this mod all the time. Said it's bitchin'. It is actually 18650, so it's not like a pod, not cheap. I'm saying pods are cheap, but it's got some power behind it, you know. So yeah, go ahead and start putting those, or continue to put your X1s, and we'll give that
Don't
away.
have to worry about an internal battery shitting the bed on you.
Yeah,
it's one to piff.
and then the best part about it is that you can actually, switch out your batteries on it if it loses a charge. That's one thing I have a problem with, with these small devices, nothing like a dig against this, but I'll use it all day, and then next thing I know it's dead, and then it sucks. You have to put it on the charger and let it sit, and so especially if you're like me and forgetful, or you partake in a lot of shed time, you'll forget to charge it. That's why this thing right here, especially being from Geek Vape, which is a great company, you'll be able to switch out your batteries, and you'll actually be able to go and keep going when it fucking battery runs out. I feel like I
For
said
the longest time, I had no idea that they were the same company as Digiflavor.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, man.
Yeah, Digiflavor did all the, they did the riots for anarchists, the RDAs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I want to get my hands on one of those. I had a couple and I didn't keep them. I should have kept them.
I think the only Digiflavor thing I ever really got was the drop. That's pretty solid dripper.
Adam sent me one, and he sent it to me. It was all installed with everything, and I used it for a little bit, and then I just got to change out the cotton, and I haven't done it yet. So shout out to Breeze Tones. He sent me one, and it was a bitch. It was bitching, but you guys know me how I am with RDA stuff. I have time. I just don't want to do it.
There's a whole lot of airflow.
I could do it for you on Sunday
We'll see.
if I come over.
Yeah. I usually get somebody that's why it was easier when I was working still and all that stuff, because I just go downstairs and be like, hey Dustin, put this together for me, and Dustin's been doing it for fucking 10 years.
The one dripper I miss the most is the Drop Dead. Mine finally shit the bed a couple months back. I went to go pull some coils out of it and pop new ones in, and the terminals had corroded through and just crumbled.
That's not good.
No bueno at all. I was like, wow, that was surprising. That been sitting dry for God knows how long.
Freaking David Moyle in chat says he thinks the drop made that company. What do you think?
Oh, for sure.
Put it on the map.
No, there was some stuff before that. The Pharaoh series drippers that our old pal Rip did with him.
Wait, Rip Trippers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
I've heard the Pharaoh name, but I didn't know about that.
I was gonna get it, but then I was like, I don't need it.
Yeah. I think when he released that, it was barely into when vaping started to be semi-affordable.
Yeah.
It was a little bit.
It was a RDTA, right?
Yeah, he did. The first one was an RDTA, then he did two RTAs, the Pharaoh and Pharaoh Mini.
Yeah.
I think the Mini was the best out of all of them, if I'm being honest. It's just a good, solid single coil platform.
Maybe that's why I don't see it anymore, because it's single coil. I have seen pictures of it before, but I didn't know it was a Rip Trippers thing. And I get it. I'm late to vaping. Well, not late to vaping. I'm still new to vaping and all this stuff. I didn't know he actually did stuff with actual devices at one point. And I'm not going to get into the whole YouTube drama of all that stuff, though I think he's a clown, yes. But I didn't know that he actually did real products. I'm not saying that pods aren't real products, but you guys get one hardware.
Oh, dude, he had an entire juice line.
Yeah.
Everyone had a juice line at one point if you're in the industry. And I guarantee you, if I was around like 10 years ago and I was trying to do this then, I'd probably try to make a shit juice.
Yo, ID Voca's in the chat. What is up, dude?
Oh, Mr. Voke, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe over there.
Hell yeah, man. It's nice to see old faces pop in.
Yeah. Also, ID Voca, if you want, we're giving away a Aegis Boost Plus kit. So if you want to drop some X1s in there.
Hell yeah, man. Everybody keep getting those X1s in. Actually, let's start wrapping that up because we are.
Oh yeah, we hit an hour. I didn't even realize. All right, you guys drop some X1s real fast. ID Voca, if you want to get in here, now's your chance. Otherwise, we're gonna run this shizzle, my buddies.
All right, mods. Let's wrap that up. It's you two Jangles.
Yeah. All right. I'm counting down. You guys are gonna hear it in like 20 seconds. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was count up. Whatever. All right. No, I'm just gonna copy and paste now.
I'm counting down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is the real consequences of shed time. All right. Copy.
Oh no, ID. They're having
Yeah, dude. Okay, so I want to ask him on the live stream because I didn't want to like say anything weird. I was gonna ask him about that because I sent him one of those hammers back a while ago, and I was wondering if Voca got it. I know he's like been busy doing other stuff, so I didn't want to bug you. But he just said in the chat, yeah, he never got it, which fucking sucks because that was a bitch to ship. That motherfucker was huge. Hopefully you still get there. I don't know. Maybe if you have the tracking info, you could toss me that number and I can maybe look it up. But yeah, that would sucks because I wanted to make sure he got that one.
man. Shane got his package 6 months after winning. Good lord, world e-commerce is crazy. All that shipping shit's jacked up because of this pandemic.
Well, it's kind of crazy because I fucking ordered a green room shirt like a month and a half ago, and it took like a month, and I never got it. And they're actually local here, and I just like, hey, can I get my shirt? I never got it, and they're like, oh yeah, blah blah. So they sent me out a new one, and then 3 weeks after I got the new one, which they shipped out in 2 days ago here, I got the first one after like 2 months.
Nice.
Yeah. But all right, let's go ahead. We'll choose a number between 1 and 827. Cody, you choose the number.
Why is it always me?
All right, fine.
Fuck, dude.
It's just a number. It's not like we're R.
I don't
Kelly
know.
in this. We're not just saying age. Is just no. Never mind.
Uh,
Bad jokes.
666.
666. All right.
Word.
666. We got Shane Beekman.
Woo!
And I'm trying to see right here if I can pull it up. It didn't say who you wanted to do it for, Shane Beekman, because you've been doing pay forwards all night. So just like last week, you get to choose again. Who do you want to give it to, bro?
Oh.
No, not you, Cody. I'm talking to Shane.
Oh.
Yeah, all right, so when that catches up. Otherwise, yeah, we'll go ahead and start closing it out. Shane, choose somebody, and then I'll get that info going. Got anything for these people, Cody? Any last words?
Nope. Have a good night.
Yeah. Damn. What about you, Glenn?
Yeah, vape responsibly, and if you're gonna be out for the rally in DC this weekend, use every precaution that you can because despite being a public event, we all need to be respectful of each other.
Word. So, yeah, Glenn covered it. I was going to say, go to the rally, be safe, don't do anything crazy. Don't be jumping off no statues or no, like, Capitol buildings, even though they look like tits. Other than that, Make sure you guys use the code Amigos20 if you get anything at localvape.com, where they also have the full line of Breezestone's coils from triple 27s, 26s, and they also have MTLs, the whole menu. Shane Beekman also chose Jingles, so Jingles, message me after this. We'll get your info. And you can get a bunch of other shit at Local Vape. Use the code Amigos20, but you can also find Breezestone's coils, which is also a part of the Amigos, at Steel Valley Vapors, 777s, Ryzen Phoenix Vapory, Victory Vape in Australia, somewhere in the Middle East. I don't know. He doesn't have the shops yet, but yeah, and possibly UK coming up soon. He told us last Monday, so make sure you guys swoop him up. But yeah, other than that, we'll be back. Actually, I don't know if we'll be back next week. I'll probably be back on Monday for sure, but next week we might take off, we might not. Otherwise, we'll let you guys know. Jangles, just message me after the show. Otherwise, Glenn, Cody, thank you for being here. I love you guys.
Sir.
You guys are amazing. And then the rest of you guys are amazing too. And you guys have a great fucking night.